Good morning, students. In part 1 of this chapter, you learned about the functions of political parties. What are the functions of political parties? To contest elections, to frame policies and programs, to form and run government, to shape public opinion, and to play the role of opposition. And now there is a heading, necessity. Means why do we need political parties? There is no need to write separate answer of it. You can write the functions of political parties. Means why do we need political parties? We need political parties to form and run government. We need political parties so that some policies and programs can be framed for the welfare of a whole country. Laws could be framed. So for all these reasons, we need political parties. But here are two extra points. Need of political parties. You can write same answer which are the functions of political parties as answer of need of political parties. The first one, to form accountable government. To form accountable government. We can understand the necessity of political parties by imagining a situation without parties. Every candidate in the elections will be independent. Suppose if there are no political parties, all the candidates in election would be independent. No one will be able to make any promise to the people about any major policy changes. Like some major policies are there related to money, defense, army. So no one will be able to make major policy decisions. The government may be formed, but its unity will remain uncertain. Elected representatives will be accountable to their constituency for what they do in the locality, but no one will be responsible for the whole country. So to form accountable government for the state and the center, there is a need of political parties. The second reason is representative democracy. Representative democracy. What is representative democracy? A form of democracy in which people cast vote and elect to their representatives. Then those representatives take decision on behalf of the people. And this is the most prevalent form of democracy in these days. The rise of political parties is directly linked to the emergence of representative democracies. As we have seen, large societies need representative democracy. As societies became large and complex, they also needed some agency to gather different views on various issues and to present these to the government so that the government can frame laws. In these days, it is not possible to continue direct democracy in which all the people participate in the decision making process. That's why indirect democracy, to whom we also say representative democracy, is most common form. Now people have so many views, but there is a need to gather those views so that any uniform policy can be made, and this can be done only by the political party. Next, there is how many political parties should we have? Actually, in whole world, there are 3 party systems. Three party systems are there, which are followed by a different country. The first one is one party system, a country in which there is only one political party. For example, China. In China, there is a Communist Party of China. How many parties should any country have? That is not decided by the people. Actually, party system evolve over a long period of time. There are mainly three party systems in the world. One party system, three types of party system. Heading is three types of party system. One party system which is in China. In China there is only one main party, Communist Party. There are some other smaller parties, but they are subordinate to the Communist Party of China. Second is bi-party system, which is also known as two-party system. Two-party system. In bi-party system, two main parties have fair chance to come to power by election. Means power is changed between two main political parties. There may be some other smaller parties, but power is always changed between two political parties. For example, the United States of America and the United Kingdom. In these two countries there is bi-party system, and the third one is United Kingdom. Do you know United Kingdom? England. And third is multi-party system. Multi-party system. A country in which several political parties compete for the power and more than two parties have a reasonable chance of coming to power either on their own strength or in alliance with others. A country in which more than two political parties have a chance to come to power either on their own or by alliance or coalition with other parties, that is known as a multi-party system. For example, India. In India, there are seven national level parties. There are several regional parties, but national level parties are 7. You will learn about these parties in next topic. Here you learn that party has the power to form government on its own or by alliance. Do you know what's the meaning of alliance? When two or more political parties join hands together before the election so that they can get majority. That is known as a alliance. In 2004 election, major alliances were formed. Which were the main alliances during the elections of 2004? The National Democratic Alliance. This alliance was made by BJP as the leader party. The United Progressive Alliance. This alliance was made by Congress as leader party, and the third one, the Left Front. So how many party systems are there? There are three types of party system. One party system in which there is only one party in a country. There are some other parties, but they are always subordinate to the main party. And in which country this party system exists? China. Bi-party system, a country in which power is changed between two main political parties. For example, USA and United Kingdom have bi-party system. Third one, multi-party system. A country in which more than two parties have the power to form the government either on their own or by alliance with other parties. That is known as multi-party system. India is such a country in which multi-party system is present. Now I'll tell you national parties and the regional parties. Here it's written national political parties. In it is told that there are parties at the two level: national party and regional party. What are the differences in national party and regional party? First of all, how can a party become national party? A party which secures 6% votes in Lok Sabha election plus 4 seats in Lok Sabha. That party can become national party. Which party can become national party? A party which secures 6% votes in Lok Sabha election and 4 seats in Lok Sabha. That party can become national party. This is one condition. Second condition is there, a party which secures 6% votes in assembly election of 4 states. Here, assembly election, the elections which are held at the state level, they are assembly elections, and Lok Sabha election, the elections which are held at the national level. A party which secures 6% votes in Lok Sabha election and 4 seats in Lok Sabha, that party can become national party. Means both these are required. Or a party which secures 6% votes in assembly election of 4 states. Mean in 4 states, if elections are held, and out of those elections, in each state, if it secures 6% votes, then that party can become a national party. But along with it, 4 seats in Lok Sabha must be secured by party. Only then any party can become a national level party. 2 conditions are there. One is common in both, 4 seats in Lok Sabha, 4 seats in Lok Sabha. And out of second one, 6% vote in Lok Sabha means either 6% votes in Lok Sabha or 6% votes in assembly elections of 4 states with 4 seats in Lok Sabha. That party can become a national level party. And which party can become a regional party? A party which gets 6% votes in assembly election. Assembly election means state level election are held. If any party secures 6% votes in assembly election plus 2 seats in that election, that party can become regional party. National level party for whole country, regional party only for one region, for one state. National party have influence in whole country, while the regional parties are limited to a particular region. National parties deal with national problems, while the regional parties are concerned with the problems and demands of a particular region. These are the differences. First of all, how can a party become a national party or a regional party? Then national parties have influence all over the country, while regional parties are limited to a particular region. National parties deal with national problems, while the regional parties are concerned with the problems and demands of a particular region. In our country, there are 7 national parties and many regional parties. These national parties: Indian National Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party, Bahujan Samaj Party, Communist Party of India Marxist, Communist Party of India, Nationalist Congress Party. In some books, only 6 national parties are mentioned, but now there are 7 national parties, and the 7th one is Trinamool Congress, which was recognized by the Election Commission in October 2016. So total there are 7 national parties in India. First of all, I tell you about Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress is the oldest party of India. It was founded in 1885 by one British officer whose name was A.O. Hume. This party was founded in 1885 by a British officer, Allan Octavian Hume, so that the Indian leaders could talk to the British government through this party. This is the oldest party of India. Under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, the party sought to build a modern, secular, democratic republic in India. Here you can see 3 main words are used. Secular, a country in which no importance is given to any one particular religion. All religions are considered equal. A country which doesn't make effort to promote any particular religion and give equal respect to all, that is known as a secular country. Democratic, in which there is rule of people. Republic, a country whose head is elected person. Under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, the party sought to build a modern, secular, democratic republic in India. Ruling party at the center till 1977, and then from 1980 to 1989. Yes, from independence of India up to 1977, this party ruled continually. And then for 3 years there was government of Janata Dal, and after 3 years again elections were held in 1980. Then again Congress came to power. But after 1989 its support declined. After 1989 the era of coalition government was started. Coalition means when 2 or more than 2 political parties join hands together to form government, that is known as a coalition government. The party espouses secularism and welfare of weaker sections and minorities. Yes, I have written here meaning of secularism. Secularism, the principle of separation of state from religion. The party espouses secularism and welfare of the weaker sections and minorities. Minorities whose population is less in the country, that group is known as minority group. Support new economic reform but with a human face. This party wants economic development but without damaging to humans. Means it wants economic development for all without creating any damage for the others. So these are the main features of the Indian National Congress. First of all, it was formed in 1885 by Allan Octavian Hume. This party played an important role in getting independence. Next, this party sought to build a modern, secular, democratic republic in India and ruling party from independence to 1977 and then 1980 to 1989. But after 1989, it started to lose the support because of the rise of coalition government. This party works for the welfare of weaker sections and minorities and want economic reforms but with a human face. Next, there is Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party, founded in 1980 by reviving the erstwhile Bharatiya Jan Sangh. Earlier, there was not Bharatiya Janata Party. There was Bharatiya Jan Sangh. Revive mean to bring to life. Wants to build a strong and modern India by drawing inspiration from India's ancient culture and values. How does this party want to make India a strong and modern nation? By taking inspiration from India's ancient culture. This party gives too much importance to Indian culture. Cultural nationalism means Hindutva is important element in its conception of Indian nationhood and politics. Means it gives too much importance to Hindutva, wants full territorial and political integration of Jammu and Kashmir with India, a uniform civil code for all people living in the country irrespective of religion, and ban on religious conversion. This party gives too much importance to Hindutva, wants full territorial and political integration of Jammu and Kashmir. This party wants that all parts of Jammu and Kashmir which were taken by Pakistan and China, they should be part of India. It wants a uniform civil code for all the people without considering that from which religion they belong. And the last one, ban on religious conversion. Means this party is against religious conversion, means to change religion. Next, there is Bahujan Samaj Party. It was formed in 1984 under the leadership of Kanshi Ram. Whose leadership? Under leadership of Kanshi Ram. Seeks to represent and secure power for the Bahujan Samaj. Its name, Bahujan Samaj Party. So for which Samaj, for which section of the society this party works? For Bahujan Samaj, which includes Dalits, Adivasis, OBCs and religious minorities. For whom this party does work? For Bahujan Samaj, like Dalits, Adivasis, OBCs and religious minorities. Draws inspiration from the ideas and teachings of Sahu Maharaj, Mahatma Phule, Periyar Ramaswamy Naicker and Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Who are the guiding star of this party? Mahatma Phule, Sahu Maharaj, Periyar Ramaswamy Naicker and Baba Saheb Ambedkar. This party wants to secure the interest of the Dalits, especially oppressed people. Next, Communist Party of India, Marxist, CPIM. First, I tell you about Communist Party of India. Communist Party of India was formed in 1925. Believes in Marxism, Leninism, secularism and democracy. Marxism, the theory of Karl Marx. Karl Marx always talked about workers. Leninism, the theory of Lenin, Vladimir Lenin. Karl Marx and Lenin, they talked about the interest of the farmers and the workers. Secularism, as you know, the principle of separation of state from religion, and democracy, rule of people. This party believes in Marxism, Leninism, secularism and democracy. Opposed to the forces of secessionism. What is the meaning of secessionism? A system in which any region or group formally becomes separate. And communalism. Communalism, when one community try to dominate over the another community and don't take care of the interest of the minority community, that is known as communalism. This party opposed to the forces of secessionism and communalism. became weaker after the split in party in 1964. In 1964, there was a split in this party, and after split in Communist Party of India, Marxist was made. Founded in 1964, this party also believe in Marxism, Leninism, sports socialism, secularism, democracy, and oppose imperialism and communalism. Here you can see I have written some definitions. You can check from here. Socialism is such a system in which everyone has an equal opportunity to benefit from country's wealth. Means all the people have equal right to get benefit from country's wealth. Second, a system in which rich and powerful country control other countries, that is known as imperialism. And third one, a system which prefer interest of particular community or sect, that is known as communalism. Socialism, imperialism, and communalism. Accepts democratic election as a useful and helpful means for securing the objective of socio-economic justice in India. Enjoys strong support in West Bengal, Kerala, and Tripura. Next, there is Nationalist Congress Party, formed in 1999 after split in Congress Party. Same ideology is there: socialism, secularism, democracy. And the Samant Party is All India Trinamool Congress. All India Trinamool Congress. This party was founded by Mamata Banerjee, who is the Chief Minister of West Bengal. This party was founded in 1st Jan 1998. This party was founded on 1st Jan 1998 and recognized as National Party in October 2016. In the elections of 2019, it is the fifth largest party in Lok Sabha with 22 seats. In 2019, elections were held, and in that elections, this party proved the fifth largest party in Lok Sabha with 22 seats. In 2019, elections were held and secured 22 seats. That is All India Trinamool Congress, founded by Mamata Banerjee, founded on 1st Jan 1998 and recognized as National Party by Election Commission in October 2016. And in the elections of 2019, it emerged as the fifth main party in Lok Sabha by securing 22 seats in Lok Sabha elections. That's all about the different political parties. Yes, students, today you learned about 3 types of party systems: one party system, bi-party system, and multi-party system. Here you can see all these. Then national political parties. What are the differences in national political parties and regional political parties? These are the 7 national political parties along with All India Trinamool Congress. Thank you.